everyone, it's Jacquie here. How are you? Now, I am definitely super excited because this week we have the Mindscape program kicking off. It is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is the 4th, 5th, and the 6th of September. And we're doing it over the course of 3 days in small, easy chunks that are going to be super easy for you to be able to digest all the information in Mindscape. So for those of you that don't know what Mindscape is, check out the previous videos that I've done in this video series of Mindscape Fun, and it will give you some really good insights into that. I'm here because I need to tell you time's running out. We only have a certain amount of tickets left at super duper discounted prices. And of course, at some point, we have to turn off the ability to be able to buy tickets because we start class this weekend. Now, I've had a few questions come in for people that I want to be able to answer today. And then what I'm going to do is just take you through some of the things that you are going to be able to learn in this class and some of the things that you're going to be able to apply them to in your life. So one of the first questions that I got asked was, are you teaching this class? No, I'm not teaching this class, and I know that it sounds strange because a lot of you are used to me teaching the classes, but this is one class that I absolutely adore that I actually don't teach. But I have made a really big effort to really educate all my clients and students, colleagues along the way about Mindscape because I understand the importance of this work and how powerful it can be to your life and how much you can access it, how much you can use the techniques in it. And because of that, a lot of people have heard me talk about Mindscape, but they've actually never had the chance to be able to do it. So I asked a fellow colleague, Andy Spencer from the UK, if he could teach this Mindscape program for us, and I would actually help bring it all together and act as the event organizer. So that's my role in it. So I'm your point person. If you have any questions or concerns, or if you need help signing up and you're struggling or whatever, that's my role. Now, I also have another role because I'm going to be doing the course with you all. And I look forward to doing that because there are some brand new clients that have just come aboard and we've started working together in the last week or two. And they took a leap of faith and they jumped and they've signed up for class. So I'm looking forward to being able to really get to know everyone in a lot more detail. We have some really cool experiences in class where we're going to need to break off into pairs and groups and do some work using these techniques and these concepts in groups. It's just so that we can see for ourselves and get strong validation that what we're being taught works brilliantly and shows you how you can start to use it almost immediately. Yeah. So another question that I had was basically it was a few different people who find themselves in situations at the moment where they're in lockdown, or they perhaps have kids at home because they're not able to go to school and do schooling that way. So their concerns were, help, I'm a parent at home and I don't know how I can do Mindscape and, have kids in the house, but they really want to do Mindscape. Look, you're not going to have your microphone on all the time, okay? So you're going to be able to participate in the class and you can have kids in the background doing their own thing. You can have everything organized before you start class. Remember, they're only short chunks of time. So I'm Brisbane time, and for me, it's from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., 3 days in a row. So when you click the links, and you'll find the link somewhere on the page here, it'll take you through and it will show you what the different time variations are depending on where you live. So we've made it deliberately that way so that it works best for everybody. And especially for us folk that live in the southern hemisphere, it's in that later time of the day where we can have things put in place for kids and so forth, and we can have them planned and they can be organised so that when it comes time to doing class for those few hours every single day, you can be as present as possible to enjoy everything that's on offer. And if the kids come up and ask you a question, or they want you to open something or fix something or whatever it is, you'll have your microphone off, but you'll still have everything there on the screen in front of you. Now, there are going to be times when you have to unmute yourself because we're going to participate in cool exercises with each other, or you might have a question to ask Andy or something like that. So, yeah, it's all achievable, very, very workable. Don't stress or worry about anything like that. We can totally work around anything. We've got some people that are doing the course off their iPad. You just need to make sure that you either have some type of reliable device that you can watch and participate in the class. Now, you're going to need Zoom. Zoom is a free software application. You can download it. Now, depending on if you've got a phone or a tablet, you can download the app. It's free. You'll be sent the details in an email when you register and enroll and then it will give you a link, a special link that you click at the time of class, and that will open the Zoom application, and you must give it permission to access your microphone and your audio. No, your microphone, your audio, the same thing, Jackie. Your mic and your camera, so that we can see each other and we can hear each other when it's needed. Yeah. So yeah, use an iPad, use a desktop, use a laptop. We've got a couple of people using phones, but you only want to use a phone if you absolutely have to. You want to be able to try and get as strong a visual as you possibly can. Again, if you've got any questions, just ask me, okay? Now, the other question that I had was about ticketing, and so I'm just going to let you know about that right now. Let me bring that up so I can have it in front of me. With the tickets, we are very, very lucky in that a few more extra discounted tickets for first-time students are now available. So you can go grab that, be one of those people that get that, and that's great. Once those new extra discounted tickets that have been released are fulfilled, then new students would get the next ticket price, which is early bird pricing. Still super discounted, but it's just not as discounted as the extra discounted ones are. Okay, so there's new students. New students are people who have never taken Mindscape program before ever in their life. That's you if you're a new student, right? And as I said, there's heavily discounted tickets. No matter which one you end up securing, it's still a discounted ticket, okay? If you are a monitor or you've previously taken Mindscape, then there is a section below new students that you will secure your tickets through that one. Now, a monitor or previous Mindscape student is exactly that. You have taken this class before. If you have not done Mindscape before, you are not a monitor. Okay. Once you have done Mindscape, you become a monitor. You can monitor or retake Mindscape with any Mindscape instructor around the world, and you automatically qualified for a reduced ticketed price. Automatically. So there's two tiers of tickets for somebody who is a monitor. There is a IBA practicing or standard member, and that is somebody who is a member of the IBA, the International Body Talk Association. If you are a member of the IBA and you are taking Mindscape again as a monitor, then you get a heavily reduced price. I think it's like 75% off the normal ticketed price, which is huge, right? If you are not an IBA member, but you are a monitor, meaning you've taken the class before, you still get the class at a very, very discounted price. So hop on through to the ticket link and choose the one that's appropriate for you, and then go through the registration link. The moment you go through the registration and confirmation link, you'll receive an email from me within a few hours just welcoming you into the space and giving you the details on what to expect. Then you'll get an email from Andy or Andy's assistant over the next couple of days, and that will give you your links and all your details that get you into class. You will be sent, and I've got to show you because this is my old manual, but you're going to get sent a beautiful manual that has all your Mindscape information in it. And this is fantastic for after class when you're really digesting all the material and you want to go through it. It's even got my name at the top. So you'll get your manual, you'll get a completion certificate emailed to you, you'll get a lot of really great stuff. They're all the questions that I have, but if you have a question, please pop it through to me. Now, what I want to do is just for the last time, because we don't have any more time, this is it. It's do or die. If you're sitting on the fence, if you're drawn to doing this, if you're struggling with things in your life right now, if you're losing direction, if you want to get clear on direction, if you are curious about this, but you've got some hesitancy or there's some fear coming up subconsciously from somewhere, this is the time to actually bite the bullet and trust in the whole process and sign up. Oh, the other thing that a lot of people have asked me is, can I put it on my credit card? Yes, absolutely. It's your financial stuff. It's got nothing to do with me. If you want to put this investment on your credit card, put it on your credit card. I know a lot of people have. So yes, absolutely. You don't have to have all of the funds right there and now to be able to do the class. That's not the way it works. So if you've got a PayPal account, credit card, whatever it is, you can pay for it that way. Rightio. So let's do a final recap on some of the yumminess that you and I are going to learn. I can't wait for this. Oh, and by the way, if you've got a friend, somebody else that's doing the course as well, why don't you invite them over to your place or pair up somewhere where you can do it together? I've actually got a friend / colleague that's doing the class as well. She's going to come over. We're going to do the course together in the same room over the next couple of days when we do the class. So that'll be kind of exciting because you get to debrief together and talk through it with one another, and you can even do some of the exercises with each other. You're going to love it, seriously. This is one of the classes where usually at morning tea time, when everyone's walking around with their cup of tea, they're all googly-eyed because they're so blown away by what that they've learned, and you can see their mind ticking over, thinking about all the different ways they're going to be able to use it and all the things that have been going on in their life where they realize, I could have used Mindscape for that, and how easy it would have made my life and what the outcome would have been and all that kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to being able to see that online, because this is the first time that I've been doing this class online. So it'll be really a beautiful experience. Now, if you are a bit thirsty and curious for information like I am, then you're going to really love certain aspects of this class that especially have to do with the way that we work and the why and the whys of we work. Right? And I've always been curious about that, understanding why does this do this, how does it work, what's behind it and motivates it. So you're going to get a lot of information about the alpha mind, also about understanding right and left brain functioning and the theory behind that. You're going to get some information about understanding the benefits of the Mindscape techniques. You're also going to get taught a little bit about the holographic mind, and that's a really fascinating subject that usually when you get opened up into that, you want to learn more and go on and learn more about it. And you can definitely explore the holographic mind using your Mindscape workshop and all the techniques in there. You're going to learn about accessing the alpha mind and the procedure that's involved with all of that. You're going to learn how to apply speed and practicality to your Mindscape workshop. So it doesn't have to be a long, laborious, drawn out process. Mindscape will become a very simplified, fast process where you can get access to your Mindscape workshop, get access to whatever you need to do in there, whatever you're learning about. And it's not something that wears you down. I know in some other programs where they teach similar concepts around using the mind in very powerful ways, it can be a very long, laborious process. And for that reason, a lot of people don't consistently stick with it and it tends to drop off. So in Mindscape, we actually teach you ways that you can consistently stick with this, that you can learn how to use it really effectively, and how you can get access to your Mindscape workshop really, really quite quickly. And of course, it's like a muscle. So the more you use Mindscape, the easier it gets for you. Like, so easy. For me now, when I've got to use Mindscape, my ability to be able to get into my Mindscape workshop is as quick as a shift in perspective. So I'm out of Mindscape, I'm in Mindscape. I'm out of Mindscape, I'm in Mindscape. It can be that easy. So it's just practice, okay? And you'll have access to a whole global community of Mindscapers after this. So lots of opportunity to hook up with people and practice, yeah? You're going to learn about all the different aspects of Mindscape. So there's terminologies that we use, like a workshop, like a nature scene, and you'll understand exactly what they are, how you use them, what their benefits are. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. That is definitely a lot of fun. You're going to be taught some different ways that you can actually apply and use Mindscape. So Mindscape specifically for sports, that's extensively used globally, yeah, for super sports, for athletes. We're going to the benefits of why an athlete would use Mindscape, and there's some phenomenal studies and things that have been found from sports people and professional athletes using Mindscape, and how it has enhanced their performance and their mindset and their success rate and things like that. Mindscape is used for building mental training facility where they can then rehearse and train, and it just amplifies their success overall. Yeah. You can also, using your Mindscape workshop, get access to the right people for you as a sports person. You can get access to the right trainers, right coaches, right people to help you work on your technique. It's really mind-blowing what you can do with this course. You can also use Mindscape for business, for personal development, for everyday life kind of things. I think everyday life is really appealing to a lot of people right now, especially with a lot of stress, a lot of uncertainty, some people experiencing high amounts of fear. So you'll learn specific techniques that can help you to relax and de-stress. You're going to be able to access your creativity and your intuition using your workshop. I'm just going through my list here that I've got in front of me because I wrote out a whole heap of ideas over the weekend for you. For anybody that's in the arts, in creative, any kind of creative process in their life, Mindscape is phenomenal at being able to explore that more, being able to fine tune it, being able to harness it, being able, like, explore is what I use it for personally, to go farther, to be able to bust through barriers, to be able to move through limiting beliefs, to be able to tap into unexplored or unexplored areas, and also things that you thought were not possible. It's so easy to be able to tap into that, to be able to open it up, and then to be able to realize, oh, holy cow, you really can tap into the things that you once thought was not possible to be able to do. So that's fantastic. Mindscape is phenomenal when it comes to problem solving and brainstorming. I have used that extensively, and it has helped me to no end with really big questions that I've had in my life, with some, things that I've been struggling with, where it's been hard to decide or get clear about the right direction for me. So I've really used Mindscape a lot for that. You can use Mindscape for study, for memory, and for learning. It is fantastic as a mental sleeping pill, and also you can use Mindscape in very particular ways where it reminds you about things, or it's like an alarm clock. You can use it like that. Uh, I actually did that for quite a few years, just use my Mindscape as an alarm clock where it used to automatically wake me up at a certain time every single day. So that's a nice reminder to have that, because I definitely don't do that right now, but I definitely could be. There are very specific ways that you're going to be and things that you're going to be introduced to in Mindscape that give you the opportunity to explore the healing arts and explore the body's ability to be able to heal. So if you in particular have got things going on for you that perhaps have been going on for a little while, or you might just have a brand new ache or pain that's surfaced in the body, you can use Mindscape to do detective work and to really uncover what maybe is some of the core issues going on that's led to the imbalance showing up in your body as well. So it is brilliant at being able to help you with that. So the healing and self-healing arts, interpersonal communication, I've also used Mindscape extensively for that as well. And this is like opening the lid on Pandora's box. You can't possibly dive into that and me be able to tell you all in one setting what you could possibly explore on that. It is such a huge subject, and the ways in which you'll be able to use that for yourself in your life are unlimited. It'll be one of probably the most widely used techniques that you use in Mindscape is on interpersonal communication and relationships. So if I've ever had somebody that, has been reacting towards me in a funny way, or standoffish, or people are angry, or, something like that, I've been able to get absolute clarity on the reasons behind that. And then that helps me to not only be able to resolve it, but to be able to make my decisions in moving forward on how I want to proceed. Absolutely fantastic. I work a lot with families, and especially with parents with kids and with kids. And a lot of the time, there's just a huge amount of guesswork around what's going on with my child. Why are they doing this? What's behind that? They said this. What does that really mean? All those answers are in Mindscape. They're all in Mindscape, okay? Helping you to resolve conflicts, obtaining and learning new information. Now, I actually used Mindscape to study for all of my certifications, to sit all my exams, all my practical ones, all my theory ones, to be able to study and retain the information, because that wasn't my strong point in high school. But Mindscape gave me really simple, dead simple ways to be able to learn and retain the information, and to really succeed at my exams and in certifying, because I wanted to be able to certify the first time and not have to do it over and over and over again. And so that was fantastic for me. And also taking mind journeys, and I think we discussed that in maybe the third video, so I won't expand on that in this one. For personal development, there are specific techniques and little workshops that you can do in Mindscape that help you to be able to access the subconscious mind and perhaps have a really good look at the way that the subconscious mind is expressing itself through your behaviors, through your belief systems, through your attitudes, the triggers, the things that trigger you and push your buttons. And that is a really huge aspect to any person's life. Really huge. So to be able to have a better relationship with the subconscious mind and find out what drives it, what's there, gosh, if you only did the class just for that alone, it would be a really worthwhile investment, because that totally is a game changer in life to be able to uncover that kind of stuff. It's going to help you expand your awareness, your consciousness. It will help you to expand your consciousness without a doubt. It's going to help you to become an amazing manifester. And I've talked about a few of the little things that I've, not little, they're actually quite big, but I've talked about a few of the things that I've manifested, goals that I've set, and things that I've been able to accomplish in previous videos. So again, check that out. You'll be able to learn all about affirmations and using affirmations in your Mindscape workshop. You also get introduced to guides. That's exciting. I'm not going to expand on that anymore. You just have to come and find out what that's all about. Counseling with your inner voice. Again, you have to come find out what it's all about. And doing the mental scanning technique. Now, this was something that excited me to no end, and I've used it, I would say, probably nearly every single day of my life, the mental scanning technique. This is something that actually gets taught in so many different agencies and institutions worldwide. The ability to be able to mental scan and the ability to be able to do remote viewing, where you go travel to somewhere else and see what is exactly in that environment. And in particular, government agencies and military use this, what you're going to learn, Mindscape, extensively. So come on board. Mindscape for sports, we've already covered. Mindscape for business. Mindscape's role in an organization. So bringing Mindscape into any business or organization, any group, any family dynamics, very, very, very valuable. And it helps to iron out any things that are not working so well. It also helps you to identify things that are not working so well. So you might be in a situation where things are just not working great business wise, and you won't quite understand why or what's going on or what you could work on or what you need to put your attention to in order to make that work well. So Mindscape will give you the ability to be able to do that. Also, for a lot of people right now who have been forced to shut down their business or to have to do things a different way, Mindscape is phenomenal at helping you to find out how you diversify, the direction that you could best go in, where your efforts are best utilized, so that you are not having to expend a ton of energy and also increasing your stress levels in trying out a whole bunch of different things if they might not be the best direction for you and for your business matrix. So that is a real game changer. And for people that have been put out of work, and perhaps you're thinking about, well, where do I find work? What's my best future direction? All the answers for you in how to do that and attracting it to you, they're in Mindscape. So I can't recommend it highly enough. You can also, for business, you can totally tap into the creativity and the innovation aspects to be able to expand, to be able to grow new products, to be able to know what the market is, what your market, so who you service, the reason why you're here, what they're wanting from you. All the questions, all the answers for that are in Mindscape. You can rehearse presentations that you're going to be presenting to either a group of people or someone in particular. I've done that a lot using my Mindscape workshop. It was invaluable feedback. and allowed me to be able to make the changes that I needed to in the moment. And it just polished the whole presentation. So it was received, by the time I actually came to do it in front of live people, it was received really, really well. I'd already done the fine tuning and the polishing in my Mindscape workshop. So you'll be able to really understand how that works when you come to class. You'll be able to market opinion testing in your Mindscape workshop. Again, you're going to have to come to find out how that works. You'll be able to consult with the Alpha Mind. Really valuable, highly valuable. In fact, I probably don't use that enough, but good reminder for me. Setting and achieving targets and goals. This is probably one of the most widely used aspects that I use it for. And it helps you, any aspect of your life where perhaps you're not as strong as you'd like to be, or you're not as proficient as you know that you could be. One of the things that I found with Mindscape is it helps you get to that place that you want to be at, where you feel comfortable, where you're confident, where you know what you're doing, where you can do it easily, where you've developed that part of yourself that once struggled but doesn't struggle now, all with the help of Mindscape. Okay. And so setting and achieving targets and goals. Absolutely. And that doesn't even have to apply to people in business. You can definitely do that for your personal life and with your financial relationship, your relationship with money. That can be something that you work on specifically in Mindscape. You can set it as a goal. Want to work on my relationship with money, improve the consciousness of money within me so that it comes easier. You deal with it easier. You have more of it. Yeah. Improving sales techniques is really, really good. So that's my little overview. That's as much as I can give you without having to go into all the details of what you're going to learn over these 3 days. So all I can say to you is take a leap of faith. It's a big leap of faith right now for a lot of people. I know that. But I would not say it if I didn't truly believe it to my core that this is one of those investments that you really need to trust in and take, because it has the ability to improve every aspect of your life. Every thought, every belief system, every feeling that you have, it has the ability to be able to strengthen those, to be able to repair those, to be able to get you a better outcome out of life. And I think it's one that you're just going to absolutely thrive on and love. Now, if you have any questions from today's video at all, anything that I haven't answered, if that's possible at all, then please pop it into the comments here somewhere on the page. And if it's on social media, make sure you tag me so I get the notification. Otherwise, you can email the office, info at JacquieMcIntyre.com, which is JacquieMcIntyre.com. No AU, just .com. Okay. And you can also send me any kind of private messages that you want to. I'm not on social media as much these days, but if you send me a PM, I will eventually get it. Your best bet is to put a comment into the comments section or to send me an email. That would be your best bet. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. And I look forward to seeing you in class and talking to you really soon. Bye for now.